Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik Darwish. Self confidence, how important it is. Self confidence indeed is a very, very important thing. And without this self confidence, I think that we can never live a good life. It will not be an exaggeration at all if I say that it is impossible to live a nice life without having a kind of confidence in oneself. It is so important, so important. One thing is a self confidence, still, there is another thing that is called self esteem. This self esteem is even a more refined quality of self confidence. It literally means having confidence in one's own worth and abilities. Having confidence in one's own worth and abilities. Self confidence is self respect. Self respect is essential, essential. Why? Because if at all we don't respect ourselves, who else will do that? And in the absence of this self respect, self esteem, we become a very, very weak person. We will be drifting from here to there, from there to here, from everywhere else because we can't take stand at all. Because we are not the in charge of our own life at all. So, having the self confidence and its refined quality, self esteem, that is something very, very essential for the life of every human being. And it will not be again an exaggeration that those who don't have the self esteem, they are not different from cattles. Apparently, by look, they might different, but actually, their life is like that. So this self-confidence is going to be the topic of our today's discussion. Like every video here in this channel, I have included a very useful, a very beneficial article in which is actually the opinion of an expert. The opinion of an expert on the subject, and the caption of this article is, if a man displays these 14 behaviors, he has very high self-esteem. If a man displays these 14 behaviors, he has very high self esteem. That is a beautiful, beautiful article, and the writer of this beautiful article is Tina Fey. Tina Fey is a well known researcher and author. She has contributed a lot of useful work, and as for this article of her is concerned, it is quite a valuable one. And let's go through all of those 14 behaviors which actually mean a high degree of self esteem. First of all, she says that he goes with his gut. He goes with his gut. What is meant by this? Although they reason, they present logic, they look for the solid arguments, but still, they don't ignore their gut feelings. They don't ignore their intuition at all. They don't ignore their instincts at all. That's what the gut feeling. They don't ignore their inner voice. So they pay quite a lot importance to it. He goes with his gut, trust instincts. Number one. Number two, he feels comfortable in his own skin. He feels comfortable in his own skin. What is meant by this? It is actually mean their feelings, their body language. If they are slouching here and there, looking on the floor, staring the walls, this means that they he is not right. He should be feeling comfortable in his own skin. How can we do that? He looks you in the eyes. Those who are comfortable in their own skin, they look you in the eyes. Okay, does not mean staring someone else. does not mean frightening or trying to rattle someone else. Not at all, not at all. Rather, have a friendly look but in the eyes. He has got the firm handshake. He has got the firm handshake. A firm handshake is also very, very important. It does not mean very firm, but shake hand well. Number three, he has upright posture, sitting or standing. He, she has the upright posture. Okay, they sit straight, they stand straight, and like they are strong and confident. The strength should be visible from their posture as well. He has a relaxed and open energy, but despite all that, feel relaxed. Show that you are quite relaxed, and you should be actually full of energy but relaxed. The third such behavior is he isn't afraid of a difference of opinion. Yes. If my opinion is different from that of yours, why to hide it? Why to hide it? Yes, I do have a difference of opinion. That's okay. Does not mean that I shall not try to improve it. I shall try to improve it further as soon as I come across the new facts. But if at all my opinion is different from that of yours, from different from is different from that of my boss or if anyone else, it's okay, no problem. Everybody have the right to form their own opinion. Number four, he can handle rejection with grace. We are rejected sometimes from here, from there. No problem. We need to accept it gracefully. We need to accept it gracefully. Why to feel it insulted? Why to feel it disgraced? Why to feel it humiliated? Why to feel weakened? Not at all. Instead, we need to accept it with a grace. Number five, behavior. He is willing to take a risk and go for what he wants. A risk taking, although it should be calculated one, although it should be calculated one, but it is very, very important to take the risk. We cannot live without that at all. Risk taking is very, very important indeed, but it should be well calculated. And now he is comfortable in acknowledging his strengths and weaknesses. All of us have certain strengths. All of us have certain weaknesses. There is nothing wrong in acknowledging our own weaknesses. Nothing wrong in acknowledging our own weaknesses. If at all we can talk about our strengths, why we can't talk about our weaknesses? And those, I think that we should have the courage to do that. And now the number seven is he focuses on himself, not on what everyone else is doing. He focuses on himself, not what everyone else is doing, not following the trend, not acting like a sheep and following the crowd. Rather, he focuses on himself. Okay. Number eight. He can easily adapt to new situation. The situation will keep changing with the passage of time. It does not remain the same at all. It does not remain the same at all. And for that reason, I think that we should be ready to adopt. We should be ready to adopt the new situation. So number nine, he is straightforward and honest. Being straightforward and honest, that's a great quality. Being straightforward and honest, that is a great quality indeed. Being straightforward on the one hand and being honest on the other hand. And the straightforward is always honest, and the honest is always straightforward. Number 10, he stays true to himself. Yes, staying true to oneself, that is very, very important. If at all we need to be true with others, it is even more important to be true with we ourselves. 11th behavior. He is proactive and take charge of his own life. Being proactive means not waiting for others to take the action. Rather, we can become the first to take action as well. Positive action. Also, the author says here, never ever play a victim. The victim mentality is never ever going to win in the life. Never play the victim. Number 12. He looks for solutions, not excuses. If at all a situation is a very tough one, no problem. Do not try to find the excuses at all. Rather, look for the solution. Whatever situation you are in, look for the situation if there are troubles and problems. Never look for the excuses. Do not try to accumulate the excuses at all. Number 13. He admits when he is wrong. Indeed. We should be courageous enough to admit when we are wrong. We must be courageous enough, honest enough, straightforward enough, candid enough to admit when we are wrong. Number 14. He takes a non judgmental approach towards others. If at all we have certain weaknesses, others too have the same. Why not to become empathetic toward them? Why not to show empathy toward them? Why to be judgmental toward them? That they are bad, they are always bad. Not at all, not at all, not at all. It must not be done at all. My dear friends and fellows, I think that was a very useful, very beneficial article. 10 snap, that was a very useful article indeed. And the caption of this beautiful article was, if a man displays these 14 behaviors, he has very high self-esteem. This very beneficial, useful article has been written by Tina Fey, who is a well-known researcher and author. My name is Abdul Khalik Darwish. Thank you.